Okay, so a very common question I get asked is how does stretch res work? As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, a lot of pro players and very good players in CSGO use stretch res, as well as many other players do in other various games. What exactly is the logic though, and why are there so many pros and cons behind it? Let me go ahead and show you guys. Instead of a player playing on a normal 16:9 widescreen resolution, they're actually setting the resolution to a normal 4:3 aspect ratio. The reason this is called normal instead of widescreen is because 4:3 is actually how most most screens back in the day started. 4:3 was the default res for most TV screens or computer screens out there since they were originally invented. Now obviously, because all computer screens today are widescreen, using a normal 4:3 ratio resolution is going to add these black bars onto the side of your screen. Now don't get me wrong, some players do play like this and it does have its pros and cons, but when a player is playing stretched res, they're basically taking a normal 4:3 resolution and stretching it to fit their screen. Basically taking an old native resolution and making it a non-native resolution and adapting it to work with their screen in newer ways. And now this is where those very popular pros and cons come into play. Obviously, this makes your screen wider, which makes player models and pretty much everything on the screen wider, making them easier to hit. But it also has its negatives too, one of the biggest ones being because you're stretching that screen to fit your screen in a non-native way, your horizontal pixels are going to be a different distance than your vertical pixels. Basically meaning your horizontal distance that you would be dragging your mouse is going to be different than the vertical distance you would be dragging your mouse for the same motion. For CSGO at least, this means you basically have to learn new spray patterns and everything, which is kind of the reason why there's such a big debate between normal 4:3 and widescreen 16:9. Another interesting thing to note about normal 4:3 ratios is that when you're stretching them to fit your screen, you're not actually rendering any extra pixels. It's straight up stretching the pixels that are already there. What this can mean is it can actually give you an FPS boost in game versus if you were playing a normal 16:9 resolution. Basically though, that's a quick little rundown of how stretch res works in not only CSGO but kind of any game. If you did enjoy this video though, make sure you guys drop a like and smash the subscribe button if you are new. And with that all said, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.